Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Here I am in the Freedom Fox by Parallel 42. If you haven't seen my review, I'll put a link for that in the description above. This video is just me having some fun. Producing the review video, I had a little fly last night. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. So I've got no script. I'm just out to have a good time, and hopefully we can learn a few things on the way. Let's switch some things on. The fuel is on. The fuel contents is good enough for today. Data up. Coolant is 120. Strobes, wigwags, nav, internal lights. Sweet. Door is closed. Kit is packed. And you know what? I think this runway might be long enough from where we are. Okay, a little check of the rudders, check of the controls. Okay, fair enough. So the flaps are ailerons. Who knew? Cool, parking brake is off. Brakes are applied. Bit of right rudder. Stop it spinning on the spot. Back to the pressure, off we go. Smooth as you like. Okay, the flaps are up. I didn't use landing lights. I love the short takeoff of this aircraft. So here we are, we're overhead Darrington Municipal, code 1S2. If you take a left up that valley there, you'll get to Concrete 3W5, 3 Whiskey 5, I believe. And this is all in Washington State, the Pacific Northwest. Now, having flown Prepared 3D, as soon as I downloaded Orbex Pacific Northwest region, I was addicted to this area. It is so much fun. I mean, look at that river. And we're going to take in some of these gravel bars as well. I'm really growing fond of this aeroplane just for the visuals, because I like a good visual. Who doesn't? But it's got so much potential, and it's great fun. The performance is top-notch. Yes, it's a little bit pricey. But if you're looking for a fun aeroplane you can use pretty much anywhere, then this is the one for you. Okay, let's put this down on the ground somewhere. Now in the Orbex scenery, or in fact the Darrington scenery, there was a big tower up there, but it doesn't look like there is one in this scenery. That's good fun for helicopters and whatnot. Okay, I am not a bush pilot, so anything I say here is just technique for entertainment only, of course. But if you're a bush pilot, then feel free to comment and download some techniques on how to successfully land on gravel bars. But for the most part, I've learned that you have to fly past it once just to assess the terrain. So here we go. Here's a nice spot. Let's have a look. Bit of flap down here. That looks fairly flat. We're going to fly past this just for funsies. There's another one there. Tap for the trees. Okay, so we're going to put down on this gravel bar. Another top tip, if you're steep or fast, it ain't going to work for you. I'm going to work to no faster than 50 knots. More flap. It says in the manual that once you're down on the ground, use only braking that required. Keep it nice and gentle. Ooh. Of course, you don't want to drop it on its nose because that would be ultimately disappointing. We are down. Loads of room to spare. Put the flaps up. Find somewhere to camp. Feature of having the tent with you, I think, is excellent. I think that'll do. Shut down. We can switch off the lights. I mean, shutting this thing down is pretty simple. Parking brakes on, flaps are up. Ignition, avionics. In fact, let's switch off the fuel. Prop stopped. That's open. Nothing else we need to do there. Unpack the kit. That's cool. Oh, it seems to be floating a little bit in the sky. Oh, just above the ground, but there we go. That's the problem with some of these gravel bars, I guess. It's just the resolution of the terrain. Still, you can see how quick it is from startup, takeoff, find a gravel bar, and to land again. It's awesome. That's enough of that. Let's get going again. Let's put the tent away. And shut the door. Throttle's idle, parking brakes on, fuel is on. Switches are all on. Checking the fuel. In fact, we might as well put everything on here. Wigwags, lights. Start. Happy days. I think what we'll do is we'll take off and follow this river down and see how far this goes. Cool, control checks. Looking good. Power, back pressure, right rudder, brakes released. Flaps are up. That sun, oh, that's nice. That is very cool. You can see why I like this scenery so much. It is a place I'll have to visit in real life, that is for sure. Okay, I see a landing challenge. So let's go into town, let's pick up some groceries. And then I'll take those groceries to another gravel bar. Cool, pre-landing checks. Complete. Let's put some flaps down. That square there is my target. Let's test the performance of this airplane. There's Darrington Airfield, just off through the 12 o'clock. Now, don't go fast, don't go steep. Watch out for the trees. 46 knots. Nice and stable. Get down a little bit. Expecting the stall warner. Oh! Ooh. Wasn't my best. Wasn't my worst. Any traffic? Nope. Now I read in the Series 7 kit box that the tail wheel is actually steerable, so that's nice and authentic. So I could have come down a little bit sooner, a little bit slower. Flaps are down. Let's get going, let's find another gravel bar. Now the stall warner comes on just before the aircraft stalls, so I guess it's poor technique to have it on, but at least in this aircraft on a sim where you don't have the feel of the airplane, you at least know how far you can take it before the aircraft starts to spin out of control. So that's pretty cool. That's the sandbar we landed on last time. Picked up our stuff from Darrington. Let's go find one more gravel bar before we head home. Nice renditions of the woodworks. I didn't pick up in my previous review, you can open the window or the door in flight, but there's no change to the sound. And that is work in progress by the developer, but that'd be a nice touch. Well, actually it's quite nice. They might leave the door open for a little bit. Lots of different gravel bars down here, so I'll pick one of these. Unfortunately, as with some of these, the water's so shallow and so green that the system picks it up as grass instead of water. So if I go too far down there, you might see a little bit. It turns into grass, which is a shame. But I've started to fix that because I've dabbled in scenery development. And when I say dabbled, I mean I can just about get it to work. And I can just about make things turn into water. So I may fix that in future. Okie doke, let's shut this door. I don't know if this video is at all useful or entertaining, but I thought I'd throw it up there because it's just so much fun to throw this airplane around and to find different places to land. But if you do find it enjoyable, please feel free to hit the like, support the channel, hit the subscribe, and stay up to date with all the future video releases. So that looks pretty bumpy. That looks smoother. I might go for that one. Now, a good pilot would have checked which way the wind is coming from. I haven't. I'm presuming it's pretty light. Let's dive in here. Flap stage 1. Flap stage 2. Track IR, I would suggest, is absolutely essential for this sort of flying. Looks a bit bumpy. We shall see. 46 knots. The other thing I'd say is no matter how softly, or well, I hope no matter how softly you land this thing, it sounds like you crash it every time. Now that could be me. Cool. Another successful gravel bar. Yeah, this is one of those places I need to come in real life, that's for sure. Okay, the flaps are down, control check is good, the parking brake's released, the fuel is sufficient. I tell you what, before we head home to Darrington, I'm going to have a go at skimming this on the water. Now this could result in a rapid, uncontrolled dismantling of the airplane. But we'll try it. I want to go fairly fast so that I do aquaplane over the water. I love the glass roof to this, it's cool. Gives you a lot of visibility everywhere. This is all live recorded, by the way. I'm not recording it and doing a voiceover. This is just me having some fun. Yeah, I'm liking this airplane a lot. What sort of speed are we looking at here? 70? Okay, try attempt number 2. I'll take it. I'd call that a success. I survived. The only thing I noted on my engine instruments, the RPM is showing 5,500 RPM. I mean, every other prop aircraft I've flown has an RPM of around 2,700, so question mark, RPM, that's something I'd have to look into. But I am more than willing to stand corrected, so if you know what the RPM should be in this aeroplane, then chuck it in the comments. Okay, let's chuck the landing lights on because we're coming into a live airfield. Bit fast. Oh, you know what? Why use a runway when we can land on the parking area? Let's do a quick run through and see which way the windsock's blowing, and then we'll do an approach. This is my high-speed pass. He says. My other favourite aircraft is the Hawk, so when I say high-speed pass, you know, it's all relative. Well, I would say flaccid. I mean, I can never get bored of flying around here. It's so cool. Okay, we'll bleed some speed in the turn. Now I'm going to aim for the parking area. Below 60, we'll drop some flap. 2-stage of flap. Landing lights are on, brakes are off. So I need to get this nice and shallow. I can just trickle it in just above the stall. If I can get the stall warner, kind of so much the better. Oh, really? Ah, that's unfair. That is unfair. Still in it, still in it. Ah, I'm going to try again. Right, question for you guys. Has anyone else had disconnecting from server that much? I think I might blame my internet provider. Now I'm waiting for the connected. Ah, wonderful. I don't care because it should have downloaded all the data I need. Way to break the immersion. Okay, game servers are currently unreachable. I don't care. Please. Thank you. Okay, let's focus. Here we go. Two-stage flaps. Too steep, correcting. Cross-controlling. That's right rudder, left stick. Increases the drag and increases your rate of descent. Okay, here we go. Lots of trimming. I can't remember if there's a board in the way. Doesn't look like it. 40. That's about where I want it. On that board. Oh, a little turn to help. Yeah, I'll take it. That's not bad. That is not bad. Well, that concludes this little jolly on a, was it Thursday today? I can't remember. Let's park it up a little bit better. Yeah, that'll do. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. Please chuck a like in, subscribe, and comment with any requests, questions, or anything else. Oh, thanks. Successfully connected. That's just what I need. Let's go some lights off. That's all off. Fuel can go off. Parking brake can go on. Voila. So the Parallel 42 Freedom Fox, a very nice, enjoyable airplane, lots of performance, looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm recommending it more and more every time I fly it. Until the next time, stay safe and Merry Christmas.